Hey there everyone, my name is Welcome from the guys of the games, back with some more Pokemon Crystal, I mean Pokemon Emerald Relay, Pokemon Emerald, Nuzlocke Relay, yada yada. If everything goes well today, this should be the last part for me, and then it should go on to, I didn't actually check who's going next, but, you know, I'll go on to them. Hopefully I've done my duty, you know. I admit everything did, I'll keep going back to this, I got gooned by Norman, but I mean, that's kind of just inevitable. Norman is this weird enigma in the difficulty curve where he is very much, like, the difficulty is very much based on, like, what your team is. Because it's definitely possible now with a bunch of unevolved Pokemon fighting like a Slacking, and it's like, well, it kind of, there's not really much you can do. Not to mention that, like, the difference between items and no items is huge when he's like one-shotting all your Pokemon. Anyways, oh yeah. You know, I always found these guys so weird. Like, you fight them the first time right after Watson, and then you don't see him again for a long time, and then you run into them again after Norman, if you surf, and then after that you fight them again here. We're like, we haven't even gotten another badge yet and we're already fighting them again. So it's like they're weirdly like close together here. Anyways, as you can see, I trained up our pal Orbvort here. I gave him a Citrus Berry because I really don't have anything else to give him. And yeah, after we fight these guys, I guess I'll see what the Pokemon I counted for this route is. There is a chance it could be Absol, which would be pretty cool. Although I think Absol's a little uncommon, so probably not. It's kind of funny how, like, you find Zigzagoon in the first couple routes, and then you don't see it again for quite a while. And then Zigzagoon kind of comes back in full force and, like, shows up all around this area. All these routes in this area. I'm pretty sure you can have Zigzagoon. We're gonna fake out Magneton. Even though it's not gonna do much, just because he's scary. Magneton is one scary little peeper. Man, well, Loudred's just gonna stomp and it's like, whatever. Alright, Tentipoo. Finish the job. Easy. Oh, even crit. There was definitely a chance that wouldn't have KO'd, but I mean, crit guarantees it, obviously. What did I say? Electric, right? Yeah. Sure. This time I'm gonna put you as, let's see. What are some words? Like, let's put you as boring, you little gutter. Alright, we're gonna slap, let's slap Electro out front. See, what's great about Electro is he comes with Sonic Boom, and Sonic Boom is one of those moves that's fantastic for catching stuff, because you never have to worry about crits, you don't have to worry about their defense or anything, it's always gonna do 20 damage. So it's Sonic Boom, whatever the heck we run into. Mighty Yenna, nice! I forgot you can start running into Mighty Yenna here, too. I think this is like an Emerald thing, too, where like, in Ruby Sapphire, they're like kind of like counterparts, but in Emerald, they're like different Pokemon almost. They show up in different spots. No! Forgot about that. That's unfortunate. Well, nothing we can do about that. Ripperoo. I guess I'll take my anger out on you, me hearty, and go ahead and spark your Pokemon to death. Reminds me of old times, back when my Swablu, or I guess our Swablu, got ruined by a big, ugly ape. Except this time, the ape is actually a ball that has a big old grin on his face. That stinks! I'm trying to think. Oh, right, there's a thing that you can't actually do that yet. Yeah, there's Meryl. Speaking of which, I haven't there's water encounters in Petalburg that we can do, and I'm pretty sure it's like if you surf, it's 100% chance for Meryl. But we never did that, or I guess I never did that. So whenever whoever takes the baton after we beat Winona, that's something to consider. I mean, it's not like Meryl's like a big like wow, But I mean, this is the first gen, gets huge power. It is pretty neat. Anyways, here's the fun thing. See, Kecleon is actually pretty hard to catch. I believe it's a 45 catch rate Pokemon, but it's a static encounter, which means we don't have to abide by the normal Nuzlocke rules. So if I like get messed up by it, then I'm just gonna reset. As long as nobody dies, obviously. The Electro type. Oh god. Okay, what is something we could do? Like, Spark was 30%, which is what I was kind of banking on. It's possible Nature Power might be Stun Spore here. It is a grassy thing, so I think it is Stun Spore, so let's try that out. Ooh. Ah, bollocks. Are you serious? Alright, I guess let's try something else. Let me see. You have nothing. You could freeze, I guess, if I really want to go for that. Secret Power will probably just kill him, to be honest, so let's just try to get the Nature Power off. Oh, it's just Swift? I thought it was Stun Spore. It's a little disappointing. Well, I'm just gonna switch then. I'm gonna hope we don't waste too many balls on this mofo, because Kecleon is definitely up there as a harder Pokemon to deal with. Kecleon is one of those Pokemon, I didn't actually know what his stat spread was like for a while. It was only after really looking at it that, you realize that he's actually kind of a special wall. He's got, I think, special defense is his highest stat. There we go. Alright, you've got Psybeam though, so that's still scary, so we'll throw out Orb Void again. I think, even though he has Screech, I think all of he's got like Psybeam and like Feint Attack, so it's not too big a deal. Alright, we do have Ultra Balls, I bought some, so hopefully this doesn't go too badly. There's a couple other Kecleons we can catch, but I'll have Repeat Balls for that, which will be way easier. Oh my god, first try, let's go. By the way, I went back and nicknamed all the Pokemon I forgot to nickname last episode, so it's no longer an issue. I'll even show off the nicknames when I go heal. But what are we gonna call you? You're based on like a chameleon, I believe, because, the whole color change thing. I mean, chameleon, Leon, Well, now that you're saying Leon, we're just gonna call you Evil, because Resident... I don't know, it reminded me of Resident Evil. Also, Kecleon is like the mascot of Mystery Dungeon, like, recruitment speedruns, where you spend 2 hours trying to recruit this mofo. Not really, because I think they actually have, like, really good manipulation, RNG manips for that. But I mean, even just like casual, like, I bet you everyone who's ever played Mystery Dungeon, they remember being like, haha, I'm so smart, I'm stealing from the Kecleon. And then he just obliterates you. I think this is another one we can catch. I think the only Kecleon you don't fight is the one that's in the city, so let's go ahead and fight you too. Alright, so here's hoping all these Kecleon go just as well. I mean, we have Repeat Balls, so it shouldn't have to be a problem, but you never know. I'm trying to paralyze. I guess if it's electric type, it'll be easier to paralyze. Because it won't kill it as fast. I mean, I'm bound to get it eventually, right? Now I think about it, I think this thing does have Fury Swipes, which could be a little scary, but it should be fine. There we go. Ah, we even paralyzed. Alright. Sonic Boom away! I'm not sure if I ever... Oh god. Okay, hopefully this shouldn't do too much. Yeah, 2 hits. But 100% switching out. No way I'm chancing that again. I keep forgetting to grab the item off of our pick-me-up pal. I forgot to mention this back when I did my Crystal Let's Play, but Sonic Boom is has like a weird thing. Did I mention this actually? I mean, I guess I'll mention it again just for fun. Gold, Silver, Crystal, for whatever reason, the Sonic Boom animation was changed in like international releases. Like the Japanese version of Sonic Boom in Gold, Silver, Crystal looks pretty much like the one we just saw in this fight, but for some reason when they released it in international versions, they changed it to just be like the Gust animation, and I have no idea why it's like that. I think even on like the Bulbapedia page they mentioned this, and there's like no theory crafting or anything. It's just like, yeah, they changed it, who knows why. Okay, you're based on a chameleon. Chameleons make me think of Nat from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing makes me think of maple syrup. Syrup makes me think of pancakes and waffles, and then I guess pancakes make me think of crispiness, so let's call you Crisp. Nest ball, nice. Now it's funny because these random caves in I think there's 2 of them, and like they're just these weird little areas. Like this is called like the Scorched Slab. It's such a weird, like it gets like a unique name and everything. And it's just a tiny little room that I think has the Sunny Day TM. Funny thing is though, for the purposes of this Nuzlocke, it actually is a little useful because we get a extra encounter in here. We'll throw Bruce out, and let's not forget to take our Ziggurat item. Thanks, pal. Repel? Hell yeah. I don't think anything's even like this is like one of the only times there's a cave where I don't think there's anything you can encounter by just walking around. It's a completely encounterless cave. And it's also got like this weird shadow thing where like the sides have like a shadow on them. Like you can see like there's a shadow by the edges here, and I don't think other caves usually have this because usually they're just like a thing, right? There are water encounters, right? Maybe I'm crazy. I remember there being ones, but maybe there isn't. Maybe this is just no encounters in here at all. Okay, let's try fishing. There's usually always at least something to find if you fish. But I don't know, maybe not. I don't know why I remember that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just a completely encounterless area. Like, it's so strange. Like, obviously it's not like the dungeon looks unique or anything, it's just a cave, but like, they have like this weird shadowy thing. Like, it makes it look like this part of the cave is like above the water and like it keeps going or something. Like, it's like a dimension effect or whatever you call it. Like trick of depth or whatever it's called. No, I guess, is there really no encounters in here? I must be thinking of the remake. That must be what it is. This is also like one of the only times you like enter and leave a cave through the water too. Like, it's such a weird little spot they put. I think there's Kecleon further out, but who cares? I'm gonna go over here. I'll show you the nicknames. I think there's one more Kecleon we can go catch, which I might as well do. And then I'm actually going to pause for a sec, because, to be honest, I really have to pee, but I don't like taking big breaks. Actually, maybe I'll do it, like, right now, then. And I'll just remove it out of the thing, because holy crap, do I have to pee. I've been drinking water, and I probably should have peed before I started. Oh, I'm starting to pee sweats. My body's getting hot. Whew, okay, what was the ones? Yeah, I named you Triclyde. Named you Magic Man, Science. We got you these two. I named you... I think that's it, actually. Is there anyone I forgot? I mean, we can just quickly check everything here. Alright, so, I will be right back, and when I come back, I'll cut to the... I mean, I don't know, I'll cut to the thing, I can't even remember the name because I'm stressing so much. Kecleon, be right back! Okay, we're back. We're catching another Kecleon. Boop, 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 boop. We've got Claus McGee out. It's raining, but Kecleon doesn't know any water moves, so it should be fine. This should hopefully, like, paralyze or something. Dang. Should be fine, though. I'm pretty sure that even in water, Water Gun won't kill this thing. Like, Kecleon is surprisingly bulky. Oh yeah, not even close. Even a crit wouldn't have finished the job. I was also thinking about something that I've never really thought about with this game when I was, doing my stuff. Is that even this game actually adds a lot of content and like gives like gym leaders extra Pokemon and stuff and all the jazz. And like there's a lot more trainers and stuff, but surprisingly enough, I never even thought about this until now, but all of like the major like trainers have the exact same levels of Pokemon, right? The champion and like the Elite Four, like all their Pokemon are like the same levels. Even though you fight like way more trainers in this game. It's kind of interesting because I've always thought as Emerald is like one of the harder like games in the series, but if you really think about it, Ruby and Sapphire are probably harder just because like you just don't have as many levels under your belt. I mean, I mentioned the Zigzag, so let's just call you... I almost want to call him Ziggurox again, just for funsies. Let's call you Rockman, because that's somehow related. Rockman times infinity. Alright, does Linoon have an item? Ziggurox does not have an item. I'm so bad with Pokemon names, by the way. Oh wait, I thought this Kecleon hid an item. He doesn't. Huh. I got debated. Alright, whatever. We should just be able to go blast through the gym, though. I think there's a couple other Kecleon we can go do right now. Well, I mean, they're all, like, fairly in the way. I think they're all, like, after this, too. So it's, like, it's not a big deal. Anyways, we've got a real good team for this gym, so it shouldn't be even, like, much of an issue. Like, pretty much just Electro and Tentacruel can do all the work. Electro can deal with most of the stuff, and then Altaria is gonna be, like, Ice Beam bait. Although, now that I think about it, I'm a little scared that Ice Beam won't one-shot it, and Earthquake would one-shot us. Maybe I'll send... I don't know. I almost wonder if I should have taught it to Lombre, but then he would have gotten Aerial Ace, which is basically the same thing. And I think he has lower defense too. Like, let's see. 55, 106. Yeah, so Tentacruel was the better option. It's just, it's still going to be a little scary. Isn't there an item around here? Thought there was. Whatever. How's it going? Champion to be! I don't know why I talked to him this time. Since these guys are gonna be doing most of the work in the gym, we'll have Claus McGee and like Bruce do a little bit here. We'll keep Petrie in the reserve though, because all the flying type, aerial aces, and wing attacks running around, it's like something's bound to go wrong. I always forget the difference between Winona's team and Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I think she has a Swellow in Ruby, Sapphire, and they got rid of it in this game. But I forget if they, like, what... I always forget which is what they give her. Also, really, the first thing I run into... Well, it's both of us, too. Like... Alright, Ortvork, come out. Jeremy ain't doing nothing to you. At least. Okay, well, that hurts a little. I'm not even gonna bother teaching it Thunderbolt for now. Like, I'll save that. And you can see the power difference mattering here. Oh well. Just because... Yeah, there's the crit, see? Just because, like, there's just always that feeling, like, I know, like... You teach this guy Thunderbolt, and then he'll die, and then we're stuck with no Thunderbolt TM unless you want to gamble for, like, an hour. I think I actually have enough coins to get another Thunderbolt TM. In fact, let me see if I can check. Because I did a lot of gambling. I kind of just, like, one night, a little bit ago, I was just, like, just doing the gambling in the background while I was doing other stuff. 5,020, not bad. I think that's enough. Sure. Hopefully not another Skarmory, though. That would kind of stink. Although with two of us, we can at least focus on it. As long as they don't both have one. Imagine. You can't beat me easily. As our picnicker. Doju on Swablu. Given that they have 6 Pokemon, I'm guessing this is going to be your Epto Facto, like, they're going to use a bunch of unevolved bird Pokemon, so should be fine. I wouldn't have been too surprised if Swablu lived, just because Swablu is surprisingly tanky for what it is. It always feels like it's like, oh yeah, it's not that tanky because it's unevolved, but then it kind of just lives. I guess it hopes that it's a 2-stage Pokemon with a somewhat later evolution, so it has to be a little better than your average Joe Schmo Zigzagoon. Speaking of freaking poop. Alright, this is where we take advantage of the fact that Skarmory's special defense is not that great. We're just gonna try to bite him. Which sounds funny, but that's older games for you. Yeah, see? Swallow ain't taking no guff. Oh god. Should I use Metal Claw? I might as well, because if I get an attack boost, that would be really nice. I'll keep trying to flinch you. Ah! Why do I try anything? At least I got the flinch. I forget what the chance of Metal Claw raising your attack is. I think it's 20%. So I'm going to keep trying it, just because it's a pretty decent chance. It'll help with whatever comes out. Please? Dang. I think it actually happens before it even shows them fainting. Also, she really just had 3 Swablu? Let's swap over and take it out so we can just focus on the Skarmory. Yeah, Anorith doesn't know any rock. I think it actually gets Ancient Power in like 1 level. So it might actually be helpful for this gym. If it gets the chance to. If it gets the chance to level up anyways. Does it learn Ancient? I swear it learns at 37. Hey, it's only 5 PP, but like, who cares? Part of me is like, Harden could be, because like you can't use items, so Harden is always going to be an option, but I forget if this guy also gets Iron Defense at some point. And we have Heart Scales, like, if we absolutely somehow run into a situation where we need to harden Armaldo, then you can just reteach it. Now we got some power. Not power on that though, that's going to do nothing. I had a feeling we were gonna miss. You're always, it's like law that you have to miss at least once after you've been ancient, like Sand Attack. Wow! I mean, I know we're 10 levels above it, but Trophius is quite a little tanky banana tree there, so. Alright, let's get these guys out and going. Hey, we got another item. What'd you get for us this time, bucko? Next attack? I mean, I guess that's money. In any other run, this would be great. In fact, now you think about it, I wonder if it's... Huh. Because one of the issues they have with the second rival fight is there's only a single X attack available for that point. So it's kind of interesting that it might be like feasible to like do a strategy where you basically just get a pickup dude, but probably not because that takes extra time. I'm not even sure if they catch a Zigzagoon for the HMs because I think they get like enough just like given to you. Like off the top of my head, I'm thinking like, what do you use for HMs? You give Marsh Tomp Surf and Strength. Huh. I actually don't know. Maybe they do catch a Zigzagoon. They get the chance. I don't remember. Anyways, we'll go ahead and Spark you and Ice Beam you. Swallow is the scarier Mon, but you know. I think Tentacle actually hits a little harder anyways. Oh, hiccup. It's not like Swallow's particularly tanky anyways. Swallow's one of those Pokemon that was actually surprisingly good for a while, just because like Guts is such a great ability. And it's a normal type, so it also has Facade. So it has Stab, Facade. So you burn that mofo and he hits real hard. Anyways, Xatu is actually a little scary. I shouldn't, even if it does know Psychic, that shouldn't be an issue, but because Xatu is a bit of a jack of all trades. It does have above average speed and special attack like you expect from most Psychic types, but it is fairly well balanced. It was too much of a load for me to bear. How does this one go? I don't know, but I'm gonna fight this guy. Should we send out Petrie? Screw it. Worst case scenario, something horrible comes out I don't know, Tropius. And I just switch back out to Tentacle or something, and it should be fine. Might as well get him a little action. He's mentioning that there's all kinds of flying types. I wonder if that means he's going to use a weird one. Well, speak of the devil. I mean, I guess I can fake him out, so he's doing something. Of all the things to run into, though. I mean, I guess that wouldn't have actually been that scary, but this Tropius is fairly high leveled because it's a one Pokemon trainer right before the gym. The gym leader person thing. Hey, Petrie did get a level off that. Oh, he learns Thief? That's an interesting move. I totally forgot he gets this. That's actually very nice, because we do have a Thief TM, so I guess it's not that big a deal. But, since we can't catch Pokemon, we can't normally really, get items off of Pokemon, but we can with this. It's basically a thing of, I really, really like Nature Power for, in-game, but I think I'll grab Thief just for, being a nice, consistent, special move. And, the utility is nice, because it means that if we really need items, we can just start stealing with him. Right, you can get, berries, you can get, a lot of berries and stuff off of wild Pokemon. Anyways, I'm actually going to head back and heal, because I want to be full PP for the fight, so I'll cut back when I get back here, so see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. What's my team? Yeah, we don't want you out front. I am almost certain that she won't have Swallow, so she'll probably have... I think your team should be Pelipper, Tropius, or Tropius. It's probably Tropius because tropical. So, Pelipper, Tropius, Skarmory, and... whatchamacallit? The Altaria. Altaria is the scary one because it has Earthquake, which is kind of funny. It's it's the flying gym, but the scariest thing on there is the ground move. That Altaria is real scary. I think it's actually illegal too, because it's like it knows Dragon Dance, which it can't actually know at that level, right? Dragon Dance is a level. I think it gets Dragon Dance at 35, but it knows that at 33. And since Dragon Dance isn't like a move that Swablu can learn, it's one of those moves that's like technically illegal. It's one of those weird cases where it's like even though the Pokemon can know the move, it's too low level to know it, right? It's fairly uncommon for that to even be possible because most of the Pokemon can learn all their moves from their like fully evolved versions. It's only like when things change type or they're genderless that it gets a little weird. Anyways, here's hoping I don't screw the pooch and lose all my Pokemon again. It should be fine because Winona's definitely like a bit of... Oh, she has 5 Pokemon. Oh, but she also has Swablu. Okay, so I forgot about the Swablu. That's good to know. Swablu might actually live Spark. Okay, we're good. Like, I'm freaking... Wow, already Altaria? Yeah, because she really wants to Earthquake. It's a little scary. I'm so scared that Ice Beam won't kill, and then Earthquake will just obliterate me. Even more scary than is if Ice Beam doesn't kill and she Dragon Dances. Altaria isn't that fast, but like still. Dragon Danced. Good gravy. This is absolutely atrocious. That berry shouldn't matter though. Oh, it's an Oran berry, yeah. Okay, please heal and then I kill with a good range on this Ice Beam instead of just not killing. Please? Please, for the love of God. This thing is terrifying. No, it did even less. We just lost Tentacruel. Every time I come into these That didn't kill? I am shocked. I know I'm 3 levels above, but even if I was like 30, that probably wouldn't have killed then. Maybe I'm just overestimating Altaria. Altaria is traditionally a tanky Pokemon, so we dodged a bullet on that. I am legitimately surprised. I don't know. I remember that Altaria being scarier than it was, so I guess all's good. Whew! Dodged a bullet there. I guess it's no slacking. Ah, you son of a... Whatever. The rest of the gym should go pretty easy, though. There's the Tropius. Throw out a cool tent again. If Altaria barely lived that, then there's no way Tropius is living. Altaria is quite the tank. And while Tropius is no, like, slouch either, it's also 4 levels lower. And I think Tropius is more of a physical tank, so... Yeah, easy peasy. Wow, my heart fell when I saw that Earthquake. I am actually shocked that that didn't, like, kill Tentacruel. I know Tentacruel isn't frail, but, like... That was Dragon Dance and everything. I guess, at the end of the day, you know, that same type of attack bonus really matters. If it was, like, any sort of ground type, it definitely would have killed, even with the same stats. There we go. Like I said, like, oh, I guess I was trying to say it, but I didn't really get the chance to because I was too busy freaking out about other stuff. Winona is, like, she's not a slouch, but she's definitely, like, a step, like, not quite as tough as Norman. Because, like, Norman, like I mentioned, her Pokemon are only, like, a couple levels higher than Norman's, even though you fight, like, a ton, you can potentially fight a ton of trainers between her and Norman. I guess it comes down to the same reason why gym fights in any game are hard. Is that you just have a lot more options to deal with stuff. Anyways, that's gonna be pretty much it for this part. I guess I'll heal and I'll just give my thoughts. Who? Oh, Scott. That's funny. I guess I always bring up an interesting thing. Whatchamacallit? Jeez, I can't talk. An interesting topic to come up with is who is the hardest gym leader in the entire series. And the one I've heard that has the most clout is Brock in Pokemon Yellow version, because he is basically a gym leader where he's the first gym leader, and your starter can't do anything to it basically, right? Because it's Pikachu, right? Thundershock won't even affect Geodude and Onix at all. So it is basically the only time they've ever made it to the first gym leader you have, unless you want to grind up to level 30, you have to catch something. And you can't just catch anything. You have to pretty much catch you either want to catch a Nidoran with double kick, Mankey for low kick, or Butterfree for confusion. And the funny thing is, it's also one of those things where if you played Red Blue before that, Nidoran doesn't learn double kick in Red Blue to level 40. It's only in Yellow where it gets at 10 or something. So it's even more confusion. And it's if you don't catch one of those 3 Pokemon, then Brock's a bit of a nightmare. And the Game Freak really made sure that you couldn't cheese him too, right? Brock has 10 full heals. 10! No joking, he has 10 of them. So you can't just throw in a Weedle and Poison Sting spam him, because he'll just heal the poison off. So you have to somehow get 11 poisons off. It's just crazy. It really is. I think it was Worcester that mentioned that, and I totally agree with that. But I'm getting off topic. So yeah, that's the end of the Nuzlocke. I think Nuzlockes are... I think they're a little, I don't know. I like Nuzlockes. They're not my, cup of tea, per se, when it comes to, really wanting to challenge myself. But I think it is cool to have, cool little challenge runs like this. That's what RPGs are so great for. Especially ones that are, super open with your options. Anything, I don't know, pretty much most, early game Pokemon usually have a ton of things you can do that are, optional. And, certain, Final Fantasy games and stuff, anything in that loot, just, RPGs that, have a lot of optional content. I don't know why I'm saving it, just call me crazy. But yeah, anyways, that's it for me. I won't be doing this again. At least not with this run, and probably not anytime soon. But yeah, see you guys later.